What's up, everybody? It's Xeno here, and I'm bringing you guys another video about school. So let's get into this. So this video is about a story about a kid, let's call him Harold, who walked out of school and got chased by multiple adults trying to catch him and bring him back into school. So let's begin. So this story starts at around recess time, and here's a little rule about recess. So if you don't get a good grade on your homework, because we grade all the homework before we go to recess, if you don't get a good grade, you have to stay in school and like inside the school and do your homework over and get a better grade on it. And we all actually, almost all of the class got to go outside for recess. We're all lined up at the door ready to go, but you know who didn't? Harold, and he was so angry about it. And so the homework we were grading before recess was this little packet with 4 pages, 2 for reading and 2 for math, and he took that paper off his desk and ripped it in the teacher's face. And this teacher, it was a woman. She wasn't too tall. She was short, because I was almost as tall as her, like almost taller than her actually. And she did not like me. She despised me and another kid I knew. And after this situation, she didn't like this Harold kid. So yeah, she didn't like me, and she was just petrified because she thought this kid Harold, she thought Harold would do something or like knock her out or something. I'm like, oh, okay, I'm sorry, but you're gonna let this stand? Man, I hope I'm a teacher and this kid rips paper in my face with this steaming face, this red, hot, steamy face, and just rips the paper and then tries to walk out the door. He better not. That's another thing. I can't be a teacher because I get so angry. I get angry at a kid. I'm telling you, I will get angry at someone who just disrespects me like that. Who do you think you are? I'm not that tough anyway. I'm just joking. But anyway, so he grabs his hoodie after ripping the paper in her face, and then, because the hoodies, like on the coat rack were next to the door we were lined up at, he grabs his hoodie and he walks out the door. And so right after this, she is like, has a tear on her face. She's kind of crying, but not too heavy of a cry. So she like picks up her walkie-talkie and is like, "Bro, we got a kid on the loose. Catch him at all costs. Bring him back alive. Yeah, or Roger, Roger." And so after that, just a massive swarm of adults in the hallway just running after him, because this kid Harold, he was out the door already. He walked with his hoodie on, just walked out that door. And so there's just a swarm of adults trying to catch him. And so yeah, then she runs out, but while she runs out, she didn't answer the walkie-talkie, so all we hear is, and yeah, it's just on her like leg, strapped to her leg, and she runs out with that screaming in our ears, because it was pretty loud. It was a pretty loud walkie-talkie. So she chases out after him, and I got a glimpse of her face, right? She was so sad. Like, tears were coming out of her face. Because she had to go out the door and, like, go past us, so we got a pretty close face shot of her, you know? And so once she went out there, it took a while, but then we got to go outside. We didn't have much recess time, so basically the whole time was just us talking to each other like, "Dude, what just happened there? Like, did you see that? This kid Harold, this guy's a beast. Like, whoa, this kid is baller. Like, what? I wouldn't have the guts to do that. My mom would kill me." Like, we're all just talking to each other. And so we found out after that day he got suspended because he wasn't there the day after and after, until one day he finally showed up at the bus stop that me and this group of friends I used to hang out with at the time were at. Like, we saw him at the bus stop, and we're whispering to each other. We're like, "Is that Harold? Like, is that Harold right there? Like, I can't believe, do you know what happened to him? Like, I don't know." Like, and then we start whispering rumors to each other. We're like, "Dude, I heard this rumor, like, that he got whipped when he got home. Like, he got whipped, and he also got, like, whipped when he, like, was running out of the school. Like, they caught him and just spanked him." It was weird. So once we get on the bus, we stop whispering like little pansies, and we actually talk to him. We're like, "Hey, Harold, do you know what happened, man?" And instead of not wanting to really talk about it, he was full-fledged. He wanted to talk about it. I feel like he wanted to talk about it. He wasn't hesitating at all. He just wanted to talk about that day, because he was angry about it still. Right after that, he was still angry that he got suspended. So he told us he got suspended, and then Then he told us that he went the route we usually take. Like me and my friends, we usually take one route to get home, and because it was a shorter route to get us home. And the school we go to now is pretty far from our houses, but the school back then, like say a year ago, so that school back then, it wasn't as far away as the school we go to now. So we just walked home on one short, simple route. And so he went on the route that it takes us to go to our home, back to our houses. Like he was gonna go back to his house, and yeah, we were like, whoa, seriously? But they caught him when he was going down the hill that takes you like. There's one big hill that like goes down that you have to go through to get actually up to the street where you turn to go to the houses. And yeah, we were like, man, this kid is crazy. And then we just didn't bother him after that, since we learned what happened, that he got suspended and he went the simple route home, or tried to at least. They caught him, like I said. So yeah, that's just the time that this kid Harold, that I knew, he just walked out of school angry and upset, and they caught him. A huge swarm of adults just ran after him and caught him. Yep, just like the military, just ran in there, guns blazing, just grabs this kid and just brings him back. And the reason we didn't see him, we found out the reason we didn't see him during that day of school is because he was in the principal's office that whole time, and they were discussing his punishment for what he just did, and they brought in his parents and everything. It was crazy. So yeah, that's just the time a kid ran out of school and he got chased. Yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed, and bye!